Hello guys, today we will learn about kinematics. Sorry. Kinematics. In kinematics we will learn projectile motion. What is projectile motion? We have learned about unidirectional motion like this, and like this. But the motion is happening in both direction now. Two directions. Two directions are affecting the motion. So there is velocity in Vx also, velocity in Vy also, in y direction, in x direction. So actually the projectile happens when we throw a object. In projectile motion happens near the earth, where the gravity, or we can say G remains constant. G remains 9.8 meter per second square. Yeah. So we throw it with a velocity u, and it has velocity v after some time, and it reaches here. So the starting point to the end point in the x direction, we call it range, and the highest height we call it maximum height h. Range r and maximum height h. And there is a projectile angle. Projectile angle is theta. And what is the angle at which we have thrown the ball or something object. Okay, so we know the different equations. We will write it for we know the three equations of motion, so we'll write these in terms of those. In x direction first, x direction, y direction. In x direction it would be Vx plus Ux plus Axt, because time doesn't depend on an axis, and U is Ux, Vx, and Ax is 0 because there is no acceleration in x direction, so Ax will be 0. So we can write Vx is equal to Ux. So Ux is U cos theta. This is the x component of U, that is U cos theta. So we have written the first equation Vx, and then we will write V square minus U square plus 2as. So Vx square is equal to Ux square plus 2, A is 0, so it would be 0. This is Vx square is equal to U square cos square theta. It's same as this one. And now Sx is equal to Uxt plus half gt square. So Sx would be U cos theta t, and g is 0. Okay, sorry if you have missed, because of my camera. This is Sx is equal to Uxt plus half gt square. G is 0, means acceleration is 0 here in the x direction, So it would be like, we know ux is equal to u cos theta, so sx is equal to u cos theta t. Okay, we will write in y direction as well. Same equations. Vy is equal to uy plus axt. Uy is u sin theta, u sin theta, sine component, y component, or we can say vertical component. Vy is equal to u sin theta plus, and the acceleration direction is downwards, and we are taking upwards as positive, downwards as negative, so we will write minus gt. Okay, now v square is equal to u square minus 2ac 2s, yeah, vy square is equal to u square cos square theta minus 2g s. S is any height, like in this point it reaches this height, in this point it reaches this height, in this point it reaches this height. So according to that, then v square is equal to u square plus s is equal to sy is equal to half, I have written sy is equal to u xt plus half at square, sy is equal to u cos theta, u sin theta t plus half minus g t square. Okay, so we will now find out the maximum height the ball or the object can reach. Like this is the maximum height here in the middle, you can see. So we will calculate the maximum height the object can reach. So we will use the equations we derived. So we will use this second equation. So we will write it, vy square is equal to u square cos square theta minus 2g sy. So we know that when we throw a ball, it stops after getting to its maximum height, then it due to gravity it has some velocity, then it comes downwards. So at this point vy is equal to 0, so we will write 0. We know u square, we know theta, we know 2g. We will find sy, maximum height, using this. So 2g sy, u square cos square theta, sy is equal to u square cos square theta 2g. H is equal to u square cos square theta by 2g. So we have written it, like we will find the time taken now. We had find out the maximum height, so we know the maximum height here. We know u, we know sin theta, we know g. So we will find out t, time taken to reach the maximum height. Time taken to reach the maximum height. As we know, Sy is u square cos square theta by 2g, and it is u sin theta t of gt square. So we will arrange it in the form of quadratic equation. Sin theta t plus u square cos square theta by 2g is equal to 0. So we will use the quadratic formula. T is equal to u sin theta, like the formula, if you remember, x is equal to minus b plus minus b square 4ac by 2a. So this is a, obviously, b, and it is c. So we'll use it. Minus b, it minus plus minus plus b square u square sin square theta my minus 4 of gt square, g, into u square cos square theta by 2g. I am really sorry. Actually, if you had noticed, it should not be cos square theta, it is sine, as in this equation we use this equation to sine, and this is also sine. We used this equation, so it is u square sin square theta, because we are using view y. Actually, the view y is u sin theta. So these all will be sine, and lastly it would be sin square theta. So yeah, so this is sin square theta. So this will become 0, because u square sin square minus u square sin square theta. So it would be u sin theta by g. Time taken to reach maximum height. So if we calculate time of light, it would be 2 times t. Why? Because it will take the same time from here to go here and from here to here. The time would be same for both of them, especially in vacuum medium. And in, like, if air drag is present, there is a different case. We will study it later, I think. So we will now find out the range. We can easily find out the range now. Range is distance in x direction. Okay, distance in x direction, sx is equal to u cos theta t. We know u, we know cos theta, we know t, time of light, 2u sin theta g. So u cos theta 2 and sin theta makes sin 2 theta g. So from this formula we get that at theta is equal to 45, or sin 2 theta is equal to 1, we will get the maximum range. Thanks for watching.